Hi everyone, this is Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I'm here to do a project share for Decorate Your Life. And I am working on the Bunny Bakes and Pantry Tales for September. And in the description box, I will have links to all of Sandy's social media, the website and the Etsy shop, and all the design team links for all the design team members, and they have come out with some really cute projects. And so I haven't gone through any of them today, so I'm doing this early in the morning. And so you can use my QR code Edwina and get 15% off at checkout. Edwina 15 if you want to take a picture of that with your phone, and you can go into her website, and she has a lot of items on sale, and you can also use your coupon for sale items. Okay, and this paper pack comes in 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 and 5 3/8, and the digital you can only get on the 8 1/4, not in the small pack, but she does have the printed paper on both the small and the larger one. And so the project I'm doing today is some recipe books. I last week I did treat boxes, and the week before I did some note paper holders. And so I worked on 2 different sizes. I did the large and the small. And this is my small. I used a small paper pack for this, except for this picture I used the large because I used the small pictures, used them up on the large one. So I took the large picture and I cut it down to put for the front. So I had these little brads in my stash, and they're little corners. I had them for many years. I used to use them to put all my die cuts. I had them in a little booklet similar to this. And I had these, and I had them with decorative paper. So I had since changed, so I had a whole bag of these, and I thought these would be perfect for my books. So I just did a little typed up at the library recipes, and then I put, and this is just paper, 4 die cuts of this little measuring spoon, and then I hooked it onto some little jump rings, and then to put on my bow. I forgot to put my little bling. Then I did a cutout from the flowers that Sandy had in this collection. They're cutouts. The I forgot to call it. Again, I'll remember it right now. But isn't this cute? It is so cute. So I have this little trim in my stash, and so let me see if I can get this whole thing. Let me see. I'll just go little piece by piece. So I wanted to hide the little corners here where I crimped them. So I put this little die cut I had, little corner, and I got this many years ago. So I did some, a friend of mine lent me some recipe. I forgot to put the bling. I was going to cover that. Some recipe stamps. So I stamped, I don't know if you can see that. It's got little stamps here for, it says other and appetizers and beverage, dessert, main dish, salads and breads, and then you stamp them in here. So I used that, and then I just did my own little, I wrote in a little recipe for love, and then I put the little bear, the little fussy cuts, that's what they're called. And then I made a little pocket so you could put the recipe cards in here. So I made all my recipes. I couldn't find anything small enough, and the ones I had were too small, and so I used my friend's stamp. And I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I got it so dark. I kept stamping it and it wouldn't come out. It was so light, and I just couldn't put enough pressure. These are the woodblock stamps, these big ones. So I'm going to show you how I, not in this this video, but I will be showing, because I couldn't take out the thing I used, how to get use of your wood stamps and make them darker. So this worked out really, really perfect. And so I did those. And so it holds quite a bit. And so I just kind of typed this up. I kind of put my little mitten here, covered the S, but main dishes. And I cut out the little fussy cuts of flour, and then I had the salt and pepper shakers from a die I had. That was an apron, and it had all the utensils on it. And so I just put a little bit of trim that I had, and then put little pockets, used the paper that came in the paper pack. And then it was hard to decide what color of paper to use, because it had some greens, it had some blues, so you don't want to interfere. So this one I did just in the craft paper, and my other one I did with the pink and craft paper. So that way everything was pink, and then pink or blue or pink or green. So that's what I decided. So I put the blue to match that. And then the only dilemma I have, and I don't know if anyone has any suggestions, I didn't think about this, but I put this to where you can put extra cards. But when I did them, I just turned it over and did it like this. And then so if I put a picture or I put something here, it's going to be, I'll have to be facing this way. It'll be backwards, I think. Yeah, unless you put it that way. So I don't know what I'm going to do here yet. I haven't decided. I'm still working on them. And then so this is backwards. And I thought if I do them this way, then they might fall off when you flip it over. So it was just kind of something that happened, and I didn't think about it till after I put it together. But so I punched some holes on each of these, and then I made 6. So I still have to decorate them. I just did the little fussy cut of the little, I guess, raccoon. So cute. I figured it looked like bread. And so I did this little picture. So so what I did was I cut this piece, not in half, but I can't remember what, I think it's 2 1/2. And so I used the other half of this for this part right here. So I was able to utilize it. Okay, and then I put appetizers. And so this one has beverage and appetizers on this one. So I just put the utensils here. And this one says dessert. So I did the fussy cuts on these. Put the recipe card that says dessert. So I did put on some of these, I'm going to put some that are blank, but don't say what it is. I'll probably decorate those. And soups and salad. Blue, and then I put other. It's got the cute little bunny and the little mouse. These are cute little pictures. The little raccoon. I'm not sure what that is. So that holds these in here. And then for the back page, I had this die that's a kitchen, and I had all the utensils, so I did that. Then I put this again to cover the corners. I hope you can see that. And so this was a little scrap piece, and so I cut it into a mitten. Kind of blend it with the paper, so I might have to change that. I'm not sure. So that's it. Oh, and then this is the back. It needed... my son, I was showing him, and he put it down. I guess it was some water there, so I got a little bit of water damage there. So I got to figure out what to do there. But I put this, so I put this on there because it was more damage here, and I didn't want to change it. I'd have to take these off, the whole bit. So I put this on there, and I put dimensionals on there. And so I was still going to decorate this, to put something on there, put a little, one of the little critters or something. So this is the back. And so this is my little recipe book. This is one of them, the small. And then I did the large, in the large paper. I don't know if you can see it all. Okay. I really didn't know what I was doing as far as booklets type of thing. I never really done too many of those. I don't really do journals or anything. So, but it was a learning curve. I had to, I know I made some mistakes, but it's okay. It turned out okay. I'm happy with it. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but live and learn. I'm learning. And I like doing them, but it's going to take me a while. Okay, so I took the large picture, and then this was from the top of this. And so I cut it out and put it here on the little board. And then I made me a little dangle. And so what I did was I took the little cake and I did put decoupage on top. And I put like 4 layers. I put it on cardboard, on the brown paper. And so I glued it to brown, then I cut it out, then I glued it to another piece, cut it out, glued it to another piece and cut it out, and then did a hole. And because I wanted it to be sturdy, and it is pretty sturdy. So then I put the decoupage on there. And then I did the salt and pepper shaker, and I did it 4 times also, cut them out 4 times. Same with the little mitten, 4 times. And then I did the little measuring spoons again. Then I just put them on the chain. I didn't put no beads on it. I still might. I just kind of wanted something different. So I had this little one that said recipe, and I cut it out too small because I was going to put them on one of these. And so I thought, well, this one I didn't put recipe on, so I put it as a dangle. Then did a little bow and a little bling, and used the same trim. I had quite a bit of this trim that I had gotten from that yard sale, so I used it on this project, and it worked out really good. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did. So I like my little dangle. I should put beads, but I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. So I don't know. It doesn't open all the way. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning. I like doing it, but it's fun. So, okay, so what I did was I went and I typed this up. I found this online, and so then I put this on the cover. You could put extra recipe cards if you want. You would cover all this up though, or if you have any that you have written that you want to put on there or anything. This is just a little, you can put anything you want in there. Okay, so I put the little mouse and I put the little bear and some flowers. I thought this came out cute. I love this paper. And then I did the main dishes. I don't know if I should put dish. I don't even know. No, it says dishes. Yeah, I was trying to figure out all these. And I did some. I typed them up and I put desert instead of dessert. I put 1 S instead of 2, so I had to redo it. Did something else. I don't know what it was. I made a boo-boo on one of them, so I had to redo it. And so I just did the same thing. I cut this here somewhere in the bottom, and then the rest of it, I think it's 3 inches here, and then put the other half of it here, and then put the trim. I still want to, I don't know, I'm still working on it, trying to decorate it up, but I don't want to overdo it. So I'll probably put some little utensils. So then I took the picture from the small ones, and I put that on there, and I put the trim. And then I had this as a kitchen, so I put that. I'm going to put it a little crooked. And I put the little flower. And then this one is pasta dishes. And then I cut, this one had another piece to it, and I'll show you that, this piece to it. So first I cut this out, so I was able to get 2 out of 1. And then I just put it on the crafts paper. So this was one side of it, and then the other side. I didn't want to just cut it in half, so I did that. And this one is bread. And then this one is also the small one, small paper pack that I put on there. This one is desserts. Need to put all the little dessert things on here. And then this one I took up the bakery fussy cut and I put that on top. And then I put this. This is a small one also. And then this one I made is family recipes. I forgot to put my recipe cards in there. See if you can see that. Okay. And then this is that other half. And this one is soups and salads. See where these show, I need to put the little decorative piece on there. And I haven't yet. So that way that doesn't show. Or put some trim or something, I'm not sure. So I'm still working on these. I'm almost done. I didn't put anything in the back. So I just did my seam binding and put that there. I thought this came out cute. It was a lot of back and forth. I didn't know exactly how I wanted to bind it, how I wanted to look. So I wanted to do 2 different looks. So I did the one with the ring binders. And then I did this one. So that's it for my project for today. I hope you all like it and give me a little comment on this one. Oh, that's what I did was I had another circle that said baked with love. And so either way that it shows, baked with love or recipes, that's what it was. I thought, what did I do? And so if you would like to leave me a comment and hit the like button. And go into the Decorate Your Life website. She's got some beautiful papers, and this collection is really cute. And I did these 2 books, just from the small and the large, plus some treat boxes and also some note paper holders. So you can get a lot with just the two packages. That's all I did. I didn't make any copies or anything. I didn't download my digitals or anything yet. And so I got quite a bit of stuff out of quite a bit of items out of just the 2 paper packs. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to use your QR code at checkout for 15% off. And also go into Sandy's website and look at all her beautiful items that she has. And she's got some charms on sale that she's selling now. And so she always has a lot of good sales. So don't forget to go check that out. And thank you all so much for watching. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.